Hey guys, AuspiciousAussie here, and welcome to episode 11 of our No Loan Challenge here on Transport Fever 2. Now, of course, we left the last episode off setting up this crude to refined oil to fuel to Oxnard City line, which is, it's an interesting line. It's quite long, obviously going from the fuel here all the way across this bridge here, and then eventually taking a nice right-hand turn before crossing another bridge into Oxnard here. The station that we set up was a bit of a strange one. Let's be real. That's not a very good place to put a station. Obviously, kind of regretting it a little bit, but also at the same time, I just want to double check that we actually set it up properly. Fuel to city delivery. How many vehicles do we have on that as well? Just, you got to double check these things, or at least I need to. Alright, so we've got two. So essentially it should be... Well, it is definitely creating fuel, which needs to be shipped, so... Let's play the game out here. Now, I do have some plans for this episode. The obvious one, or the first one that we're going to probably tackle for the episode, is getting Elk Grove over here set up with some food production. So we've obviously got the Elk Grove farm. We've also got the Santa Clara food processing plant. So I think setting up a nice, easy train line here, trying to bypass this mountain, probably for the best as well. So we'll just come around there. Actually, this is going to be pretty difficult because this farm is very, very strange. I guess the only other way that we could possibly do it is to get the cargo station in this side, or delete the road, perhaps. That's an interesting one, actually. I didn't really think about that when I was first looking at it. It's probably going to be a little bit tougher than I first thought. So definitely we're going to have to do something, because you don't want to destroy the farms, because it will reduce the production that the farm does and how much it can produce. So let's I mean, the game's playing, and I want it to play because I want to see exactly what this line over here is going to do. Did I make this wait till full? Hold on a second. I think I made that wait till full. Yeah, I did. Hold on. Yeah, that's number 2. Let's send him on his way. Unloading refined. Yep. I mean, that all looks relatively good. Yeah. I think that's fine. He'll now take off with whatever he's got. Obviously, it's only 5, but there's literally no point in him waiting there. Considering, well, I mean, there actually might have been a point in him waiting there. Hold on. Yeah, maybe I should bring him back. Hold on. Let's bring him back. And maybe I will get him to wait there. I don't know, it's kind of a tough one sometimes, because you don't really know what's exactly going to happen. So hopefully he's going to stop there. Alright, so he's getting, yeah, I guess he's getting loaded up on some more, so that's fine. I'm just hoping that he'll turn around and go back the other way, as that's kind of what needs to happen. Of course, these new tankers are so good. They're really beneficial when it comes to these types of lines. And as you can see, we've also got a lot of crude here being wasted. How long? This is a relatively short platform as well. Why did I just put a track there? Oh, don't want to do that. Hold on. Gotta take a moment. We need to configure and then demolish. There we go. Okay. So we need the track to go there. I'm not too sure. How long are these, man? Like, because obviously it goes up by... what's that, 80? So I'm assuming that's double. Let me have a look at a 240. How long is 240? Yeah, so it'd be another track. Okay. That makes sense. Let me chuck in another track there. And then I guess we want some more cargo platforms along this side here. Just like that. I increase that capability. I mean, we probably should have evened it out. Now it's super long on this side, which is totally unnecessary. Anyway, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. We can obviously... Well, we need to add a lot more capacity to that bad boy anyway. But let's go back to here. So, I guess from now on, I kind of want to be doing 240-meter train stations or cargo stations. It's kind of almost a bit silly not having them be that big, if that makes sense. And obviously, I should also be running double tracks for lines that I think are going to sort of need it in the near future. Let's get this bad boy put in right here. That's fine. So there we go. There's that one. I mean, that could have essentially been a terminus. Maybe not. We might be able to do something else with tools here, perhaps, down the line. Obviously, we're not going to really worry about that too much right now. So the next problem is... I think we need to put the station in over here, right? So I can put it in right there. We can possibly delete the road and not delete it permanently, but we can fix it up quite a bit. Let's take that back there. Let's get the station in here. I kind of want it in there. I mean, I don't really want it on that angle, perhaps. Maybe something like that. Because we want it to curve out that way. Yeah, I mean, that kind of looks pretty good. Let's do that. Now we'll fix this road up as well. So let's go with the medium country road. And I want it to curve as well. Let's have it curve. Have it go to there. And then I'll curve it a little bit more. I mean, that looks relatively good. Have it go across the front here. Can we line it up? No, not yet. Alright, so we'll have it go across there. Connect up to there. I mean, it's an ugly looking road anyway, but it should be fine for what we need it to do. Now, as you can see, that does hook it up there, so it is connected. We are going to have to cross this road with our tracks anyway. It's going to be a tough one, actually. I might want to... Ooh, yeah. We might have to fix this track up here. Now, I kind of wanted to fix this one up anyway, so we might also do that this episode. I might pause it here because... Actually, I'll let it play out because I want this guy to get up to that stop first. So it's not really a hassle if that train decides to sort of get in the way. I want to get these two connected first before we connect to, what is it, Elk Grove. So, we're going to have to go from... Let's start from here because, like I said, this is going to be the more difficult one. So, I also should have done the double track there, I realise. Because we're going to have two different trains running on this same line. See, we can go like that, which is very strange. Let's get it up to 60. There. And then let's try and max the speed out to about here. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's kind of fine. It does slow down quite a lot on these two corners, but... I mean, to get that angle, and then we're going to obviously come out of here with the second track and go into Elk Grove. I feel like right there is a perfect spot for the station. Although it is on quite a bit of a hill, man. That's a weird looking hill, man. It's going to be difficult to put a station in here. Look at that, like, that is insane. Yeah, I don't really like the look of that. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of scaring me a little bit. What we might do is put it over here instead. Or build our own road. I don't know. It's a tough one. Or we could put it on the other side of the city. So what towns have we got around? We've got Norwalk. So I guess in theory I want it to... Is it going to pass through? It could pass through and go to Mesa. down the line. So we might want to... This is a tough one because like I really want to essentially only have one station here. So we're going to use a station, I guess. And I think we'll put it like that, maybe? I feel like that's probably the best right there. I mean, we can go a little bit out of town, so maybe up to about there. Let's do that. I know it's a weird looking angle, but we're gonna... We'll put something in here, a nice little road that's going to connect it up. And do something with it. Obviously, it gives Elk Grove a little bit more space to expand out this way towards the station. But most likely, they're probably going to expand up towards this mountain where this road has already sort of gone. And having it there, like I said, it allows us to continue around the mountain and go into Mesa. We could essentially just go straight through the Mesa. And it's also a sort of direct line this way over to Norwalk, even though the station for Norwalk is on the completely different side to where we kind of want it to be. That could be a bit of a problem. Because I don't really... I mean, I guess we could come straight out and go around the town. But that just seems so sort of counterproductive. Another option, I guess, would be to come out that way. But then we're going to have to cut through another line. Would be shorter, though. It would be shorter going that way. Anyway, I guess that's kind of stuff to think about for the future. It would be a pretty easy fix. So we would just have this one come in on a second platform that we would put in here. And then obviously we'd use this first platform to branch off that way. So that's something that's easily fixable. So we'll worry about that in the future. Let's get this sorted out first. So Elk Grove really, they need something. We need them to grow. They're really small. Only 64 residents at the moment. So that's nothing. Pretty piss poor, if we're being honest. Let's go with a large street. And I just kind of want to run it across the front here. Just like that. And then we'll bridge it back. Like that. I mean, that's fine. It looks a little bit strange, but I mean, it is what it is, and it's perfectly fine for what we need. So we'll probably get a bus stop in over here. We don't actually need like a bus station. We can just use bus stops. I'm not too sure what the difference is. I think possibly might have something to do with capacity at the stops. Not 100% sure. I don't really think it matters too much. Obviously, I've got those roads, pretty much the large roads, just for the future as well. Alright, so let's get this hooked up as well. So we need to, first of all, set up the second track. As you can see, I left just enough room, I think. Hopefully, that could be another big problem. Anyway, let's configure this bad boy. Let's get our next set of tracks in here as well. Was that a 240? I think it was. Cargo. Alright, perfect. Just enough. Oopsie daisies. Just enough space, luckily. Alright, there we go. There's our second set. And of course the track itself is going to come out this way. Let's get it as close as we can to that other line. Without actually encroaching it. Are we on the other line? I think we're right on the edge of it, so let's go with that. I don't think we can get much closer, so that's perfect. Okay. Let's come out of here first of all. So something like that. How's that lining up? That's not too bad. Go like there. I like that. Can we just join them up now? Yeah, that looks pretty good. 120 the whole way. And it is a fairly straight shot there. And it is going pretty fast around that corner there. It's not too sharp of a corner. Obviously, out of here, it's only going to go, what, like 70 or something? Which is Not ideal, but at the same time, sort of none of our trains can even go that fast anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And then finally, let's do our little bit of work that we need to do over here. So, of course, we need to grab a truck station, which we'll probably chuck over here, I think. Still in range of the... Still in range of the station, which is great. So let's chuck it. I kind of want to get it as close to here as possible. Try and swivel it around a little bit. It's not looking too good though. It's looking a bit wonky. Yeah, I mean, that looks good enough, I guess. Not great, but there we go. Okay. Hopefully that's not going to cause too many problems. I probably should have put it over this side and angled it this way. Might have been a better option. Anyway, it doesn't matter too much. I mean, it's kind of already in the city, so it actually covers, like, the entire city. Which is very interesting. But obviously, we need to kind of plan for the future, so what we'll do is we will put a truck stop down, truck unload stop down. Probably right there. Sort of in the middle, and they will expand this way. Like I said, it's more just for the future, because they're going to expand out this way as well. There's a lot of free space here. And like I said, they'll expand out this way as well. Okay, so let's get this sorted out. We need 2 trains. We also need a... We need a depot. But I make them... I mean, this train depot right here is kind of perfect. It's in a perfect position on the map. It's just not facing a perfect way. So I think we're gonna delete this bad boy. And I think we're gonna face him the other way. Yeah, so let me delete that. We'll delete this here as well. And what we'll do is we'll chuck our train depot. We want it to go sort of this way, facing here, so it can kind of join on and literally go both ways. And hopefully, what I'm thinking in my head is we'll have it connect here as well. Have a nice little crossover here where the trains can come on and join onto this separate track. So with that said, let's do you to there. And then we'll have you come out of here as well and go to... I mean, essentially as far as it can go, really. It's kind of fine. Okay, that looks pretty good. Too much curvature? Okay. How's that? There we go. Kind of a lot of a wasted track there, but that's fine. We'll also chuck some signals here. Just because we don't really want the trains coming out if they don't need to. So we'll go one there. We also need one here as well. Right there. Then we're going to need some signals here because we're going to cross over here as well. So let's go there. Too much slope. Ooh, was that a downward slope? It is too. Wow. Alright, it works there. That's fine. Yeah, we don't really need it going the other way either. So that's perfect. I don't think we actually need a signal there. I think we should be fine. As long as, you know, we get the train out when we need to. So, I guess we'll set up the lines first before we purchase anything. Obviously, the first one is going to be... Actually, I don't think we needed... Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, we've kind of wasted getting a second track in here, because I think I'm just going to use one train. It kind of makes more sense. Yeah, it definitely makes more sense. Hold on, I need to reconfigure this whole station here. Yeah, I definitely made a mistake here because we really didn't need to do a second platform here, because I'm literally going to use the same train. I've just sort of realized in my head. We're just gonna have one big train running. Let me check this first in the depot. So What do we take with food? Yeah, so food and grain are different. So what I just said, completely scratch that. We've got an even bigger issue now. I've just worked it out in my head. Obviously, the grain has to go down here first, and then we have to come back with the food. So essentially, this is worthless. There's no point in me doing that because we don't actually need to stop. We just need to go straight through with our second one. So I guess we will configure this and essentially delete everything I just did because I'm a bit of an idiot. So let's destroy all this. Totally pointless, the whole lot of it. Obviously, I've worked it out, but yeah, so that doesn't need to go there either. We'll go back to about there. That's fine. Because it does need to get through here and then join up to there. It is going to run alongside. So we need the double platform here. This is where we need it. Obviously, this is the food processing plant. So we have to take the food that's created from here. So this is where we need to do our configuring. Okay, tracks. For some reason, I was just very backwards in what I was thinking there. A lot of you guys were probably screaming at the screen, knowing exactly what mistake I was doing before I made it. Alright, so there we go. Now we need to run the tracks from here. Literally just going to go alongside here, up until that certain point where we need to sort of curve our way off. I mean, we probably don't need to curve our way off, really. So let's go to about there. And then we'll go straight. And we're not going to do that because it's really pointless us doing this thing here, whatever's going on here. So we will delete that. And we'll also delete half of that because it'll line up a little bit better, I think, if we do it this way. Yeah, so there we go. 120, that whole way is 120 now, which is perfect. Yeah, it's very straight, and that curve is still pretty bendy. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyway, it looks good. It looks good, and obviously they're separate lines, separate tracks. It should be fine. Okay. So, first things first, we need... I guess we do need another depot, unless I do something here, maybe? Could we... Let's have a look if I can actually manage to get this connected somehow. I have no idea how I'm even going to do it, but... I mean, I guess that actually works. And we'll just delete it afterwards as well. So we'll have you go there. And I guess we can essentially, hopefully, just do the same sort of thing. I guess we can just do this as well. For now. I'm going to come back and delete it once we get the trains on the tracks that we need them to be on. Okay, so lines. We are going to need 2 trains, like I kind of said before. So the first one's obviously just going to be the grain down to the food processing plant. Literally just loading up on the grain, unloading the grain. Simple as that. I really wanted to get a bit more sort of technical with it, but I don't think I can do it. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I am wrong. So my plan was to have one train, bring the grain down here, then to go all the way. We could easily do that, man. I've kind of realized that, but maybe having 2 trains is just going to be more efficient. It probably will be more efficient to an extent. Obviously, the thing is we would be carrying the food all the way to Elk Grove and then only coming back halfway, picking up more grain, coming back out. So that would make more sense now that I think about it. Have I just messed up again? I feel like I've just messed up again. This episode is all over the place. let me think about this for a second. This is what I had in my head originally. Instead of the 2 trains. Just 1 train doing the whole thing. So it comes out of here with the grain, comes down here to the food processing plant, picks up whatever food is here, then takes it all the way up to our grove, returning halfway, picking up more grain, taking it back down. Right? Correct. So I don't need this other track. Well, essentially I do need the other track, but we don't need it. We don't need a second platform here. So everything I just did again, we're going to delete. So just roast me in the comments. I feel like I deserve it at this point. Okay. So what we can do here, though, let's delete you. And we'll simply have this bad boy cross out from here. Which is what I should have done in the first place. Just like that. Simple, effective, and exactly what we needed. But the only thing is we need another connection back into here. Which is obviously going to be very easy. So let's just grab you. What is happening there? Hello? Hello, hello, hello. What is it doing? There we go. I have no idea what was actually happening just there before. Alright, that looks okay. It's not great. Obviously, it'll be coming in there and picking up more grain, heading back down to the food processing plant. So, essentially, it is only going to be 1 line. So that's perfect. So let's figure this out. Obviously, dropping off the grain, picking up the food. Correct? Yep, that's correct. At our last station down here. In Elk Grove. And then obviously we'll fix that up as well. So it's literally going to just be unloading the food to Elk Grove. And that is the line. So there we go. So this one is Elk Grove grain to food to city. And of course it is a train. So we'll give it a nice T there as well. So there we go. I finally got there. How long did it take? It took us about 20 minutes to sort this line out. But it actually looks pretty perfect for what I want it to do. And it was what I had in my head. But for some reason, I just kept changing my mind and thinking that 2 trains were going to be better than the 1 train. But the 1 train itself, I can't... Oh, I've just realized my mistake again. This episode is a disaster. The carts. That was the whole reason why we're doing 2 trains. I'm an idiot. Please, if you're deciding not to roast me, I'm asking for you to roast me. I need you to roast me. Anyway, this one at least is a very easy fix to literally just go back to what we had. Luckily, we're also going to have to rejig the line as well. Okay, so configure. I was exactly right with what I wanted to do because I figured it out that I was doing it wrong. If only we had a cargo carriage that could take both food and grain, would be in a very good position. A very, very good position. But it's not to be. It is not to be. Okay. So, is that all sorted out? I think it is. Alright, so let's go back into this line. And sort it out, man. Okay, so we literally just have to get rid of you. That's fine. And then we'll get rid of the city there as well. There we go. Okay, that's sorted out now. So grain, we're not loading up on food anymore. Just unloading. There we go. Simple as anything. Okay. New line. Okay, so we're going from all the way at the bottom to all the way to Elk Grove. There we go. That one's simple as well. Loading up on the food. Unloading the food. Can't get too sort of technical with it. The reason why I had that in my head is because obviously we were using the tank cars for the train in the last episode. And obviously in the tank cars you can take crude, you can take refined, and of course you can take fuel. That's not the case with food and grain. So It's confusing the absolute heck out of myself right there. That is for sure. But we've sorted it out now. So let's actually get this properly worked out. So this is going to be Elk Grove, food to city, with a T there, or the train. Okay. The last thing we need to sort out is up here. We need to get a depot. A road depot. Let's chuck that. I kind of want to chuck it a little bit outside of the town. Maybe right there is perfect. Right there. So we're going to need another line. This time we're going to go from the truck stop. I mean, it's such a short distance, it really seems pointless, but we're only going to need probably 2 or 3 vehicles. So let's grab 2 of these bad boys. Let's get them put onto, I guess, line 1. We'll have to rename it in a second. Let's do it now, before I forget. So Elk Grove food delivery. There we go. That one is a V for vehicle. Let's fix that up because it might do something a bit silly if we don't set it out properly. So it's literally loading the food, unloading the food. There we go. Okay. Let me pause here. We've got 32 million. I didn't even notice. So I guess we can actually get some pretty good trains on this line. So obviously it's 2 grain per 1 food. So essentially we want our train to more or less be double this size, I would say. Should actually... Yeah, let's go double the size because we want to keep production high, even though the shipping will be... Actually, I think we can go the same size because by the time this finishes here and comes back down to here, there should hopefully be a full or 2 full loads of grain. So there will be a full load, a full 1 load of the food ready to be taken to the city. At least that's what I think in theory. Anyway, trains. So we can essentially go identical. Do we want to go with the 10-wheeler or the Atlantic? I mean, we essentially don't have to. We can probably just go with the Mogul. It only goes 75, but again... Hold on, what's the... I mean, the power's fairly similar. Obviously, the Atlantic's a lot better with power. Should I just go Atlantic? I mean, there's no point. They only go 80. Was it 80? For these new ones? Yeah. They only go 80. So... I don't know. Do we just stick with the Mogul? It's going to be a little bit slower, but I think we're going to go Mogul. Let's go with the Mogul for now, at least. We'll see what happens if we get upgrades. But these only just recently came out, so probably not. All right, so Gondola. I guess yeah. Let's go up until we hit poor, really. So 132 capacity. Yeah, it seems pretty good. What line is that going on? What color is it? Orange. Let's color you orange. And we're chucking you onto Elk Grove Grain. Correct? Correct. Okay. Next train. We may as well just start again, to be honest. Alright, again, we're going to go with the Mogul. But this time we're going with the boxcars. And we need 130... Ooh, they have... I'm going with the wrong boxcars. Okay, rookie error there. Another one for the episode. Perfect. So we're going with the bigger boxcars, of course. And we'll grab our 132 capacity there as well. So we'll purchase you. I think the color's brown for that line, so you're going on to Elk Grove Food to City. There we go. Alright, our new lines are sorted out. Let's play. Hopefully the grain comes out first. Let me pause here again. We're going to need signals here. Otherwise, we're going to have a little bit... I should have got the other train first. We're going to have some confusion coming out of here. A lot of confusion, actually. Because there's just so much going on here. And obviously, it's cutting through this line here. Which I'm a little bit worried about. Let me chuck in a signal. Hopefully just one here will sort out most of our problems. At least getting these two trains onto the line. I should have just bought another depot. And then deleted it afterwards. Let's see what happens. Can you come out? What are you doing? What are these trains doing? Hello? Where are my trains? Any particular reason why they're not coming out? I'm gonna assume it has something to do with the first train. Possibly this one coming back down. Grab another track, and I want to go straight onto this one, I think. Ooh, that looks so goddamn ugly. We're going to delete a lot of it, though. Obviously, these ones coming out will be deleted. Hopefully this works. Also, what happened here? I don't know what that was. Must have been an error from a previous episode or something. Are these guys ever going to leave here? Like, what is going on with them? I'm super confused right now as to what's happening. Okay, finally it's coming out. Okay. I guess he was waiting for this train to get clear, I suppose. I don't know. So that's our orange train, right? Yeah. So hopefully he's just going to go straight out there. The ugly smell of success. Have at least 300... Springfield has 300 people? Oh my goodness. This Eastern line really doing pretty well. And that's kind of a good thing, but it's also kind of a bad thing, because it means we kind of need another train, and I don't really want to deal with that problem this episode. So let me see if we can upgrade first of all, because this train is really powerful. And obviously we've got a decent amount of money, and I kind of want to upgrade it before it gets into the station itself. So let's see what we can actually do. I think there's definitely room to upgrade. So that is... What train is that? Is that a 10? I think that's a 10-wheeler, so we can probably upgrade to the Atlantic. Let me see, how many more can we get before it goes to port? I mean, I guess we don't need to. What's the speeds on it? So flat, 80 kilometers, mediums, only 36. I think it's pretty flat the whole way, though. I don't think there's any real slopes. Obviously, if we were to actually grab the Atlantic, how many more could we get? I mean, not that we need it. We only need about 160. Maybe there. How long is that, though? 266 meters. Jeez. Let's stick with what we got. And we'll just upgrade the number of cars. That's 151. Yeah, let's go to there. 207 meters. I'm not sure. Did I upgrade the platforms? I'm not sure if I did. There we go. There's 10. I'm pretty sure it's that color, isn't it? Yes. Okay, did I upgrade the length of the platforms? I definitely did, because the cargo platform is fairly short here. Or the cargo drop-off point, I guess. Did I never set up... I never set up a trucking system here, did I? For the tools. Let me have a look at something. Wow, I've severely messed up here. We've got a lot of growth going on in Springfield, though. But we would have even more growth if I'd actually put some trucks in around here for us. So I think I'm going to destroy one of these two. Purely to get the tools in so we can ship them out somewhere over here, which is where the tools are needed. As you can see, most of the tools are down in this commercial area, whereas the machines are up in this northern part. Pretty annoying that I didn't do that in the beginning, because Springfield might even be bigger had I done that. So, let's do that now, because that's something we should really just fix up straight away. So, truck station. Unfortunately, we're going to have to delete... Do we have to delete all of them? Can we just delete one of them? Yeah, we're going to have to delete both, aren't we? Yeah, that's unfortunate. Let's go this way a little bit. I want to get that lined up. I mean, as good as we possibly can, I suppose. Hopefully, they'll be able to still build next to it, even though we're demolishing both of them. There we go. Let's let's just grab some vehicles, set up a new line as well. Can't believe I didn't set that up originally. We also need a truck unload stop. So let's go. What side of the road do we want it on? I guess that side. Do I want it there or do I want it here? If I do it there, I can actually reach most of it. Let's go right there. I think that's perfect. Okay. So, new line. And we're going to go from here to there. This one is going to be called Springfield Tools Delivery. And of course, just going to be using trucks for this one as well. Simple as anything, really. That's a very big loop. Why does it go all the... I mean, I suppose it makes sense. Wouldn't it be smarter just to go down there and then cut across? Why does it have to go all the way around? Yeah, anyway, doesn't matter too much, I guess. Loading up on tools. Unloading tools. There we go. Okay. Let me grab two tarpaulin trucks. Yes, 2 tarpaulins. Grab you onto our new another new line for Springfield. Tools delivery. There we go. Okay. We probably want to get some bus stops out here as well and make a... because they're obviously expanding rapidly. Might have to rejig this bus line. We'll let them develop a little bit more because these roads will probably do something strange, I would expect. Let's play. Let's play. I kind of want to see this train get filled up. I mean, how many people are there, man? 307. 307. Are we losing food here? Doesn't look like it, but we do need more vehicles. Let's grab another... Let's go 3 more. And let's put you onto... Which line is that? That is Jacksonville Food to City. There we go. Or at least I think it was, but I'm pretty sure it was. Are they going in there for food? I think they are. Okay, perfect. Now, we're still not actually doing anything with our steel. It's going in here. But the machines factory obviously doesn't have any planks, so that's going to be... We need to get some planks over here, and I still don't really know what we're going to do about that, to be honest. Obviously, the nearest plank or nearest sawmill we have is essentially that one we're already using. What's the distance like? Train 3. What is train 3? Oh, really? That's our original passenger line train. I mean, is it worth upgrading? It probably is worth upgrading. There's still just not a lot of people using this line. I feel like it's just relatively unused. Yeah, that's an interesting one. That is definitely interesting. I think I also want to fix up this line at some stage, because we're definitely not getting enough. Having them run the whole line is really, it's just not beneficial. We need to have separate. We already do have a separate one going just to here, but we need to completely separate them, which will be very beneficial if we did that. Anyway, the next thing we need to do is, well, we need to double check that Elk Grove is performing the way it needs to perform. So, okay, our other train is down here. It's not doing anything yet, which isn't great. Do we have any? Okay, they actually have not done anything yet. That's perfect. And the other train's already leaving for Elk Grove, so... Perfection. Anyway, let's get rid of this absolute mess that I've created here. Need to zoom in a little bit, just to make sure I don't destroy anything that I'm not supposed to actually destroy. So this weird bit can be destroyed there. And I think there's one more little weird bit. That bit there. Yeah, okay, I think I fixed it. There we go. Looking relatively good again. It's not that great looking, but it is what it is. Anyway, this guy's finally going to be able to actually pick up some grain. Correct? Are you loading up? There we go. Okay. Finally, this line is going to be underway, which is really nice. Not going to be a full load? Yeah, not a full load. Two carts off, essentially. Anyway, I'm sure that line will sort itself out in the near future. How's this one going? 71 crude oil there. Obviously, it's such a long distance for this train to travel. I actually know where the train is. Is it still here? Don't tell me it hasn't, like, left. Okay, it's left. It's actually making a lot of money. How's it making money being... Did I just make money by staying here? I'm confused a little bit. A little bit. Not too much, but... There are lots of things that I don't understand about this game still. I'm still learning. Every time I play it, I learn new stuff. Or new things. Man, I'm kind of a little bit torn as to what we're going to do next. I feel like we need another train on this line, man. I just feel like putting it in is going to probably ruin everything I've done. I mean, the only other thing I could actually think about doing is configuring this Pueblo station and completely changing it. So, putting passengers on this side, cargo on this side, and then they should be using their own tracks. That's the only thing I can think of. Just completely reconfiguring or even destroying the whole platform. But then again, we'll lose all these people. The sort of 200 people we have waiting here. And that's 1.2 million. That line is so profitable, man. We need to be capitalizing on that faster and faster, I reckon. As sort of our next step. So I might actually look at that off camera and I might configure that whole Pueblo situation out and get it properly fixed. Anyway, are we making any... Oh, we're just about to find out. Okay. I was about to say, are we making any food yet? But the grain has only just arrived. How much do we get for this load? 701,000. That's pretty good. So this guy's probably going to be making money relatively soon, I would say. And there we go. Food production has begun. Perfect. And this guy is on his way back. So there we go. Okay. I'm happy about that as well. Why is this guy still... That's still producing? It's still... Yeah, it's still creating the fuel. It's just doing it at such a slow rate. The production is just so low. We need to like level this bad boy up for sure. Yeah, and I mean we can only do that by production and shipment, so interesting stuff. Anyway, I'm really happy that this is sorted out. Because at least that's one positive, and of course Elk Grove will eventually get some food. And they'll be sorted out as well. Yeah, let's not even look at that side of the map for now, because like I said, I'll fix that off camera. Up here, do we have anything we want to do? Alright, I said I was going to sort this out, so before the episode ends, we've got hopefully about another 5 minutes. So let me figure this Atlanta food situation out. And we want to essentially fix the lines. So, food to city, we want to essentially take grain off. So there we go. We essentially just got rid of grain. It's now just picking up the food. And it's going to be loading the food and just unloading the food in the city. Which is perfect. However, we're going to have to shift our vehicles around. I'm pretty sure we got 19 vehicles on this line. I think what I'll do is we'll keep all those guys there. Let me grab all these guys here. I think I can just shift, can't I? And do those guys. Let's set them onto the purple line, the actual grain to food line. And then let's also go into that line and upgrade those bad boys. Which is actually, we didn't upgrade any of them. That's crazy. Let's replace them. We can go with those. I mean, there's really no difference. Going for the flatbed, I guess we may as well just go with flatbeds. Like, there's no reason really not to, because they're only going to be used for grain from now on. Hopefully doing this, it should hopefully... Why is that guy... What is he doing? Why is he over there? Literally, why is he over there for? That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, we need to sort this situation out here as well. So these guys they're unloading the grain on this side. And then turning here, which is essentially blocking these guys. And is he? Yeah, he's waiting for this guy to go through. Let me recolor these guys as well. I feel like that's pretty important. Just so we can see everybody. Yeah, let's also rename that guy as well in a second. Alright, so let me go into line manager, rename, and we're just going to get rid of grain out of there. There we go, perfect. Okay, we've sorted that out. That should hopefully be running a little bit better. Let's have a look at our balance. So what's going on? Obviously, the Eastern passenger line is our best. It's running at 3.8 million profit. Downey to Surprise is it's also running pretty good. 800,000. I mean, obviously, our top guys are our top trains. Sorry. For our top performers, all of our passenger lines. Interesting that the boat, the tools for our ship here, is so profitable by the looks of it. I didn't really expect that. We might want to invest in maybe another ship, because if that's making 500,000 itself, how many tools do we have here? We're losing tools. That's really not good. We need to configure that. Is there a way to put it sideways? So there we go. Like that. Okay. Are we still losing? Did I do that for no reason? I'm kind of confused. I mean, the game is playing. I guess we have to wait until some more is brought down or produced. We're still losing tools over here as well. I can expand this guy as well. We can just expand down this way, I think. So let me do that. Let's expand that. I don't want to lose any more tools. Like, I feel like that's really not beneficial at all in the slightest. So let's delete this road here. And let's get out of here. Configure you. And we need more platforms. I think we're going to have to rejig the train line there as well. What was that? We'll fix this up and it will be raring and ready to go. So let's come in to about there. It's not really working how I wanted it to. Guess it needs to go like that. And then we'll delete that bit. And then hopefully have them join up together nicely. It doesn't join together nicely at all, but that's essentially what we're going to have to do unless I want to start deleting some of the bridge. And I don't really want to delete any of the bridge, so let's not do that. I mean, maybe I could delete some of the bridge. Okay, let's try it now. It should hopefully work a little bit nicer from now. Okay, it's going 90. There we go. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Thankfully, something else I managed to avoid. I just put 2 cargo platforms there, right? Yes, okay. Should be fine. Also, this train's now full as well. And there's still 50 planks left over. I think we'll leave that train for now. I think we'll leave him. Doing pretty well. Let's also get this road connector back up. So essentially need it to come down here, and then we'll go across that way, I guess. Gonna look very ugly, but that's perfectly fine. So let's go the straight road. Have you go straight down to there. Like that. Delete you back to there. And then we'll grab this guy. Let's curve around to about there. And then we'll join those two up. Yeah, just like that. I mean, that's fine. Doesn't look very nice, but you know what? It is what it is. Nothing else I can really say about that one. Anyway, the boat itself is actually getting pretty close to getting back in here. This is about the tools factory is about to level up. It's getting pretty close. Like, they only need to be in this section here for the level up to complete. And hopefully that should go up a little bit once the boat itself actually comes in. I'm sort of wondering, do I go with a second boat? Or a second ship, cargo ship? I feel like yes would be a good option, so let's just do it. Actually, what I'll do is we'll do it next episode. I'll wait for this guy to get halfway over, and you know, once he loads up and leaves, because then obviously more tools will be created, and once he gets there, we'll send the next ship out, and they'll hopefully cross paths very nicely, and everything will be smooth sailing. Anyway, we've got a lot of tools over here as well. We are losing steel over here. Not tools, steel. We need more cargo platforms, and they're going to get in the way of our little exit here. So let's do that. That's fine. Okay. Alright, it's all looking pretty good at the moment. I feel like we've fixed a lot of things up this episode. As you can see, we've got a lot of food coming in here now. Obviously, there's not as many trucks sort of pulling. Yeah, let me expand this bad boy as well. Let's get like a lot more grain in here. I mean, it does look good. One thing I should probably check is like rates and stuff. I really don't bother with rates, but I know they're very, very important. So I think I'll look into those for the next episode as well, because this episode has gone for an hour now. And, you know, we haven't really done too much. We've done a lot of confusing things and fixed a lot of things and eventually come to the conclusion that some things were pretty stupid that I was doing. Anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, guys, please make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. It does mean a lot to me. I do appreciate it. And of course, my voice is going. Excuse me. Yeah, apart from that, guys, as always, take it easy and goodbye.